Hey everyone, this is Ange here again with another War and Glory war recap. It was a really easy war for us. We won no problem. I guess looking at the score, it looks sort of close, but that's what happens when we run anti 3-star bases and give them the 2-star for free. They did, pretty decent on our bases compared to what a lot of people do, I guess, but mostly 2 stars up at the top, and then 2s and 1s on our 10s as well. On our side, we did good. Wasn't our greatest war ever, but per usual, our Town Hall 10s totally killed it. All 2 stars except for 1 3-star here that Shaw's got, and I'm not going to show that replay actually because it was a troll base. But just a little shout out to Shaw's. Nice job getting 3 there, even though it was, it was a maxed out base, but it was kind of a dumb layout. So anyway, but we did pretty good. We got all the Town Hall 10s 2-starred, and then we missed 1 Town Hall 9 down here, and then we actually missed 2 Town Hall 8s, which is really unusual for us. Normally our Town Hall 8s get in there and they just clean house almost instantly. The first 2-3 hours of war, and they're all done, and those guys are usually helping to scout up higher. So a little bit unusual. I think we were trying out a new guy this war who ended up not panning out. Brought a couple of bad attacks, and then maybe just a couple of it that were a little unlucky caused those 2 to remain down there, but no big deal. Anyway, I want to jump into this one. It's going to be sort of short. Their bases were not great, so I'm not going to spend a ton of time on it. Looks like this base was actually 3-starred multiple times just to try to get some practice on their top Town Hall 9 after we had the war in the bag. But I'm going to show the attack that got it the first time. 2 reasons. One, because it was the first time it was hit, and also the first time it was 3-starred, but also because I really like this attack. So it's by Great One, and he brings a cool Valk attack on this base. Starts in from the top up here, just drops 1 golem on the top and then another one on the side here. A few wizards starting from the outside as always, just to try to force those wizards to come in and help with the kill squad after they create the funnel, which is obviously the important part. Queen down nice and early. She's already started on that storage. That's really important. That's something that could hang her up later. Just go ahead and drop her down, get her going. Locks onto that king. Looks like he's starting to take him down. Nice jump spell. Is covering, I guess that's 4 spaces there. So new jump spell is totally awesome. Can get things like that done super easily. Drops his redheads in, they go right in. Drops a haste, decided he didn't need the poison for the CC since we've been seeing so many dragons lately. Just brings a haste, gets those redheads in there even faster. Rage in the core, heal in the core, just everything in the core, and then a nice jump spell to let them out the backside so they don't just get stuck in there and get rained down on by everything from the sides. So, and then he already starts on with his balloons. He's got some balloons coming in from the top here. 2 on the archer tower obviously, and then 1 on each of these cannons, and then same thing over here. 2 on the archer tower. Just got to make sure you get the things that can point up. He's got 1 AD left, so still it's kind of like a race to see if he can get that down before the balloons get over in that area. Queen goes on it now, so perfect timing right as it starts to get into range there on that bottom group of loons. He gets it. So look at, not many of his loons are dying just because of great targeting on the archer towers. When you release those, cleans up the last 2 defenses, and it's over. So awesome attack, Great One. Keep up the good work with the Valks. It's always awesome to see. Alright, just clean up now. Loons are a little slow at that, but they'll get the job done. Looks like he's got a little Valk left too. Alright, moving on. Next one we are going to watch is by Reaper on their number 14. And, as you can see, these aren't the greatest bases, but the reason I wanted to show this is because this guy does have giant bombs, or double giant bombs, sorry. And a lot of times, double giant bombs can be daunting, especially if they're not on the very outside. That I think his end up being right here, and maybe there's another set over here. But this is really the hard one to deal with because he's got his kill squad coming in from the right, but he's got to deal with that giant bomb set, or double giant bomb set on the left-hand side as well. So this just really shows the power of surgical and what you can get done if you force your hogs a path right. So instead of dropping them all in from this one side and letting them kind of funnel in there exactly how this attacker wants, he attacks from both sides and gets them to single trigger those giant bombs. So that's pretty much the main reason I wanted to show this attack, just to show the power of surgical and really how effective it is at dealing with those double giant bomb spots because of the way that you can force your hogs to path the way that you want them to. He held on to his last heal a little long. I think he could have dropped that up there long before that. But either way, great attack, Reaper. Got the 3-star, and wasn't daunted by the double giant bomb set at all. So really cool. Fast forward and we'll watch a few more, or a couple more. Next one is by Tyebar on number 16. And per usual, this guy brought an awesome attack, and I wanted to show this one because it's an air attack, which they've definitely been dying off lately, it seems like, with 2 sweepers and I don't know, maybe just the amount of time that things take now. Things seem to take a little bit longer. There's a few buildings that got HP increases, so maybe that's playing part of it, but for whatever reason, air attacks have definitely gone out of popularity from what I've been seeing. So wanted to show this. It's still a thing. It's still something that if the base is right for it, and you bring a good attack, you can get it done. So you can notice he's got Town Hall 8 level ADs, so that's a good indication of a base that you might be able to make it work on still. But anyway, just brought his kill squad in, took care of the queen up top. Now he's starting the LaLoon section. Working counterclockwise, or no, that's clockwise. So working that clockwise motion, getting hung up on that sweeper there a little bit, but manages to push through it. Nice use of haste spell there. Didn't bring the poison just because the dragon's in the CC, so it's almost like getting a free spell for the LaLoon. It's a really useful spell to have when you don't need that poison. You just go ahead and bring it. So nice job up here. I think that AD got taken out by the Golem, and that last Lava Hound is doing some last-minute tanking on these few 4 or 5 towers up here. So good job, Tyebar. Sorry. Awesome 3-star. Way to bring the air attack still. Gonna fast forward, and we will watch one more. Gotta grab that last one. Got one pup on it up there. Alright, here we go. This last one is a Town Hall 8 attack, and it's by Fast and Crazy on their number 21. Let's take a look. So, I thought this was one of the better attacks from the war. As you can see, this is a pretty good layout for it. I would say the person that made this base feels pretty confident about this. It's really spread out, hard for dragons to get in on those ADs in the core, but they're not so core that it can just be like Ho load or something. And he's got a lot of open spaces that there could be giant bombs in. So I think this guy probably felt pretty confident about this base. But Fast and Crazy just totally dismantled it by bringing a GoHo attack. We brought 2 golems there. And it just works out really well because of how much they soaked up. Brought the Max P.E.K.K.A. in the CC, which just wreaks havoc on these Town Hall 8 bases. So I just thought it was pretty cool because this is a base that I think a lot of people would see and be pretty daunted by, but he just brings a really great GoHo, takes care of some giant bombs up there in that top, and then just hogs the backside of this and makes it look really, really easy. So awesome job, Fast and Crazy. Keep up the good work. Alright, I'm going to call it quits after that one. Sorry for the short recap with not a lot of great attacks in it, guys, but that was the matchup that happened, and good job everybody at War and Glory for getting the win, and that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys liked it. I'll see you in the next one.